Hello everyone, LRon here with part 21 of my Total Terraria World Annihilation. So, in the previous video I was talking about my Shakuras horizontal elevator that I'm doing in one of my multiplayer worlds. And we got basically halfway through both like east and west to full completion, or rather we fully completed what we wanted to do in both directions halfway across the map. So that includes carving out the space, placing hay for the floor and roof of it. We could have done asphalt if we wanted to let ourselves cheat and have it ahead of time, but I don't think we ended up wanting to do that. And then we also had the man-made wall background and a bunch of torches lined, so basically we were completely happy with the portion of the tunnel that we created, but it frankly just took too long to do. Carving it all out was dangerous for the other person. For whatever reason, he wasn't as good at coping with enemies as I was. We kind of did a divide and conquer, so I was going west, he was going east. I'll be honest, I did have the easier half. I got the side with the snow biome, and so he got the side with both underground desert, and the antlions were giving him a lot of trouble. I remember him complaining about that. And then there was the underground jungle, which of course is always going to be a royal pain. So what I ended up doing was I took Cat Althum to that world and just used the drill containment unit to finish the strip mining portion of the tunnel, and left it to the natives of that world to handle the actual construction of the tunnel itself. And so while I was there, I tried to hammer out some of the dungeon walls to make it so I can complete that entire area, but I found out after the fact that the dungeon wall can only be harvested on a world after Skeletron has been defeated. So even though Cat Althum has previously witnessed a Skeletron death, the world has not yet observed such a thing. So basically the world has to grant access to the dungeon before you have the right to destroy the walls. And so that's why I have a nebula hammer now. It's probably a good thing that I did have Cat Altham do all that stuff over there, because the other person was getting bored of constantly working on this tunnel. Because we decided that we were going to actually try our hardest to fight the Crimson on that world. So we have dividers at the edge of each biome, going from maybe 20 blocks above the open air part of the surface, all the way down to connecting to our tunnel. And we're gonna just let everything under the tunnel go nuts. That's a problem for future us. For the time being, we just want the what do you call it? The surface biomes to be pristine and containable. Okay, so now I'm at that point where I'm testing the waters. Although I didn't put 2 and 2 together yet at that point, it looks like. If I stayed in the dungeon for a little longer, I probably could have realized that this was safe. But I jumped out maybe 15 seconds before the maximum time it would take for a dungeon guardian to spawn. Those things can take their sweet time when they choose to. And so now, it looks like my latest scheme is to place mud. Because I'm fearing that the old man's just committing suicide. And at first, I'm kind of dumb, and I place it at surface 1. But surface 1's not where I actually want it to be, and I quickly realized that after finishing placing it. And so then I go up and place it down here, or up here rather, where the old man would naturally spawn. So I'm placing it like 2 or 3 blocks lower than where there is naturally ground, because he could survive a 2 or 3 block drop, and I don't want weird issues with him like spawning in the middle of it or anything like that. So it's just a little insurance thing. And so looks like I got myself a mechanical eye. That'll save me some resources if I decide to fight some mechanical bosses. I'm considering the merits, actually, of fighting all 3 mechanical bosses back on Thuumtown. Probably not right away, but kind of like as an intermission. I will finish my thought next video.